On behalf of Akuno Sankofa Bay, you know what I'm saying? Jay, where you at? We're trying to help our people elevate. Hope. HOPE. We're giving them hope. We doing what we gotta do, you know. Every day, one step at a time, man. We gonna make it happen. Helping our people elevate. Yeah. Sometimes I practice focus, thought, and meditate. I'm trying to come with other ways to help our people elevate. And seeking knowledge make me levitate. The lifted mental state is what results from how we orchestrate. This for the family's sake. Let's self-reflect and self-evaluate. And every day make sure the steps you take, you calculate. Receive a master's fate. I know I can't exist without the hate, but that's okay. I balance that with higher self today. Success is on this way, and after that my flesh can pass away.
All right, peace, family. We back with another one. I got a special guest with us today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What up, man? My name is Markel. Some people might know me by Dominique if you know me a while back. But yeah, man, I go by Markel, man, King Kel. If you don't know, man, I do credit. I help people, repair their credit, learn financial literacy. Most people know me for, the old schools, paying cards, this, that, and the other. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything, man. But yeah, man, I'm glad to be a part of this, man. Glad he reached out to me, man. So I'm ready, man. Let's get into it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, brother. All right, so let's get into the introduction of the discussion. We're gonna talk about credit and elevating through financial literacy. And so my first question would be, let's start with the basics. What is credit and how does it work?
Man, credit is basically, it's real simple, man. It's a simple question, simple answer. It's basically, you know what I'm saying, somebody giving you money with a promise from you to pay it back in the future, man. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you the money, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna pay the amount back, you know what I'm saying, whatever amount that was, you pay it back in the future at a certain time or whatever the case may be.
Okay. Next question. What if a person does not know their credit score and they do not understand good or bad credit? How could you help them understand good or bad credit?
Man, you just Google it, man. You can look it up online. If you're trying to find your credit score, there's a few different sites you can use. A couple apps you can use. So you can use Credit Karma. That one is free. It's a lot of different apps you can use, man. You can, like I said, you can search online and just look up your credit score. And as far as a good or bad credit score, man, it's from what going off of what they say, a good credit score is 750 and above. Anything below that is basically decent, fair, or poor. And it's kind of crazy because it's like, man, you wouldn't think it would that say if a person had a 650, most of us think 650 credit scores is pretty good, but like I say on that chart, man, 650, that's you want to be way above that.
You want to be above that? Okay. So could you break down for the people what's the difference between a credit score and a credit report?
Your credit score is basically, it's a mix of 5 different categories. You know what I'm saying? That's the number that they give you based off those 5 categories. Your credit report shows you all the things that are affecting your credit score. Mm-hmm. So the score is the number that they give you based off your credit report, and the credit report is basically what gives you the number for your credit score.
Okay. And my next question will be, why do you think financial literacy is so important to the evolution of our people?
Man, it's important because I don't know if a lot of people hear this or not, or know this, I should say, but we as a people spend most of our money on things that aren't really important. You know what I'm saying, as far as helping us get ahead. So if we know about investing, more about credit, how to build our credit, how to spend our money to work, how to use our money to work for us. You know what I'm saying? We can be further ahead as a people. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely important. But that's, to me, as far as how I look at it, that's how it affects our people.
Okay, so my next question is, what do you think is the most misleading myth in our community about credit?
Man, I would say the fact that most people think it's not important, man. A lot of people think as long as you got money, you good, but nah, credit plays a
A
very
big role.
important factor, man. Yeah, it definitely do.
Okay. So for someone who wants to know if they have good or I think you already answered this one. Yeah, you already answered. I'm gonna go to the next one.
So,
Well, you answered that one. Okay, so what's the difference between TransUnion and Equifax?
man, they're just the main credit bureaus. It's actually a third one. It's Experian too. It's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Those are just the main three, major credit bureaus. Yeah,
Okay.
they are. Yeah, just the same thing, different name.
So if a person was trying to deal with housing, if a person was trying to figure out should they rent or buy their home, what's better
Uh,
with credit?
I would say I'm gonna say buying is better than renting just all the time. Uh, you credit affects that too though. Yes, I mean it's just like with a car. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If you go out there and you got a low credit score, they're gonna charge you more interest. You're gonna end up paying more overall for the car or the house, and it just you just gonna be out of more money with a lower credit score. So if you're looking to buy a house, you want to try to get your credit up as much as possible, just to help you out, as far as payments and the amount that you're gonna pay in the long run on it. So like I said, man, for me, it's always gonna be trying to buy over renting. But I mean, everybody's situation is different, so you gotta do what you can until
So
you get what you
having
want.
so having a high credit score will help you financially in things that you want to do as far as purchasing homes, transportation, or things of that nature.
Oh, definitely. I mean, from businesses to anything, it is gonna help you out all around.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad you said businesses. So that would help if you have a good credit would help you if you try to start your own business as well.
Yeah, definitely, because they're gonna look at their credit score when you go to that bank or whatever, and try to get a loan. Of course, they're gonna check your credit score out and like, hey man, look, your credit score is below average. We don't really trust you with giving you this amount of money, because
Hmm.
what they see on your credit. So, what I'm saying, that's gonna help you out a lot. If you got the better credit you got, the better shape, the better position you put yourself into.
Okay. My next question is, how long does the information remain on your credit report?
Man, it's different for all different, bankruptcies last a certain amount of years. I want to say it varies from state to state too. I know
Hmm.
some is 7, but I believe some might be 10 years for bankruptcy. So it just depends on the situation and where you at. It can vary.
Okay. How does bank how does divorce affect your credit score and credit report?
Uh, Divorce affects it only if, let's just say, you and your spouse, y'all separate
Hmm.
and you're still on the same account, and one person or the other isn't holding up on their end of the account. So they're not making payments on time or making payments in general. So from them not making their payments, it's gonna affect your credit score because it's on both of you guys. So if it was just if y'all was just separate accounts and you still doing your on time payments, even though y'all got a divorce, it wouldn't too much affect you. But if y'all on the same account and one person isn't holding up their end of the deal, then it's gonna affect you like that. But other than that, nah, you ain't gotta worry about it.
Okay. So how would bankruptcy affect your credit report or credit score?
Bankruptcies affect your credit score because, let's just say you file bankruptcy and you go to try to get a loan, whatever the case may be. They're
Hmm.
gonna see that bankruptcy on your report and they're gonna look at you like, nah, we don't really trust, we don't see you as capable of handling this money in a
Responsibly.
mature way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yep, that's it, perfect word. They're not gonna think you're responsible enough to handle the responsibility of having that bread. So,
Okay. My last question is, what is the greatest cause of credit problems?
man, it's got to be money, man. Either money or not knowing about credit in general. And I know a lot of people, like, especially for younger people, when they get their first credit card, man, they go swiping that mud, man, all left and right. And it's like,
Hmm.
you can't, if you got the money to pay it back right then and there, that's cool. You can do that. But if you don't got the money to put back on that credit card, Nah. So for me, it's got to be money, man. Is the main impact.
Okay. So, this is part one of our little interview. We're gonna further this up with another session when we get Sister Sherelle in here.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people where they can reach you at, my brother.
Man, my Facebook is Markel Barnett. IG and TikTok, King Kel 918. YouTube, King Cuts from the West Shop. And that's pretty much it, man.
Okay, well, I appreciate you giving me your time, brother. We're gonna make sure we get you on this next session, and we're gonna chop it up again.
Oh man, I can't wait, man. I enjoyed this, man. This was pretty cool. My first time on an interview, man. So definitely a few butterflies, but it was cool, man. I'm glad you invited me, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming, brother. We're gonna have more content coming. It's gonna get better each time we record.
Oh, no doubt.
Most definitely. Peace to you, brother.
Yes, sir.